Hi, I'm Lee Partridge, and welcome back to Col TV. It's our match day show against Crawley Town this evening, and although it's early in the season, maybe to say this, it's a massive game for us here at the JobServe Community Stadium this evening. Later on the show, we'll get the thoughts of Matt Bloomfield about Saturday's game, but let's kick off the show this evening with a reminder of our last home match, a 2-1 win against Harrogate Town.
Chosen number 22, Junior Chandler.
A great win there for us. Hopefully, another 3 points will be heading our way this evening. We'll be without Kwesi tonight as he's on loan from the Red Devils, but you can check out all of the team news and the starting lineups across on our socials and our website as we speak. Back to our most recent match now, and we've got the thoughts, the post-match game thoughts of Matt Bloomfield speaking to Neil Kelly after Saturday's game against Newport County.
Matt, a defeat, a narrow defeat, but nonetheless a defeat.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, a defeat, a narrow defeat. But for a couple of moments, I thought we were fairly solid at the back. We had some really, really good chances at the end of the first half. We were playing the better football. We were creating the better chances. They hit us on the counter attack once second half. But apart from that, I thought we were fairly secure in what we did. So in between both boxes, there was loads of positives from today. Didn't quite take our chances one end, and they scored one in the middle of our 6-year-old box the other end. But like I say, we've had a good week on the grass. There's some positives to come out of today, and we'll keep moving forward.
Yeah, you say solid defending. I think the one phase of the game where the defending was less than solid was probably just in that opening 15 minutes, and that's when you conceded.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right again. Hit the nail on the head. We weren't quite locked on in the box when the crosses come in, and I expect us to be. We have to mark in our 6-yard box, in our 18-yard box. Of course we do. But I'm not going to be negative about today. I thought there was some, like I say, there's some good stuff that come out of it. I thought there's some good individual performances. Some of the stuff we've been working on during the week came out during the game. And like I say, if we took our chances one end, and you know, we might at the end of the first half, it might have been a different story.
We're going to talk about those chances in a moment, but I was just thinking the one thing you don't want to do when a club's under new management, is get the home crowd into the game, and they very much were into the game once they scored their early goal.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that was the message we didn't want to do. We didn't want to give them, we said that before the game, we didn't want to give them anything to feed off, new management, crowd want to get behind them, all the rest of it. You know, we knew what was coming. There's no surprises there. But unfortunately, we did concede that goal. They got in the game, they got their tails up a little bit. But I thought after that, we weathered the storm. We were able to find our passes. We were the ones who were able to control the ball a little bit, and we were the ones who were making the ascendancy.
And then midway through the first half, wonderful work by Kazim down the left-hand side. It's an exquisite first touch by Luke Hannant, and then he just needs to place the ball in the net, and he just doesn't manage to do it.
Yeah, I think one thing I'm learning about management and being a head coach is you can only control the controllables. We've put some things in place this week that actually saw a couple of moves were flowing, and we really enjoyed seeing that. But you know, Hanno's been great since I walked through the door. I think he's done ever so well. He's trained really well this week, and unfortunately that one didn't go in for him. But I'm not going to criticise him. We need to keep being positive. There's no doom and gloom around me. There's no doom and gloom around our change room. Of course, we're honest with each other. Of course, we're going to learn and move forward. We have to be accountable for what we're doing, but at the same time, we need to be positive and come into work and get ready for Crawley on Tuesday.
And Luke Hannant, I mean, he must be terribly deflated not to have scored, but the message is he cannot afford to dwell on that.
No, we can't. No one can afford to dwell on it. You know, if you live in the past, then you're forgetting about what's to come. All we can do is affect the future. We can only affect what we're doing right here and now. You know, the future's to come. All we can do is assess the game, reassess the game. I'll be watching it back straight away, and we're taking our lessons. We'll keep learning, and we'll move this place forward. We know we will. We're positive about that. We know what we've got in the building. And like I say, we're really positive about some things that came out of the game, and we know what we need to do to keep moving forward.
It's not my job to be positive, it's my job, you know, BBC and all that, but were you disappointed that the team created so few chances after that Marshall Miranda effort midway through the second half when you're chasing an equaliser?
Yeah, I guess, but at the same time, you know, they were five at the back. They kept a solid five, and it's not going to be easy at that point to create clear-cut chances when they start retreating and all the tricks of the trade that they were doing to slow the game down, and other bits and pieces. You know, that's the way the game goes sometimes. If we'd have taken our chances slightly earlier, a bit more clinical. But you know, I'm not going to criticise. I'm not doom and gloom. I'm not that kind of person. There were some positives, some good positives to come out of it today. Of course, we want to get better. Of course, we want to win matches. But we're looking forward to Tuesday night at home against Crawley. If we dwell on this, we're going to miss an opportunity to go and perform on Tuesday, and we're certainly not going to do that.
And Crawley won today. They leapfrog ahead of you. Colchester United, second bottom of the table. A lot of this happening well before you took over. That's where they are, and now it's time for the club to dig deep and get out of that position.
Of course, yeah, that's the reality of this situation. I'm not going to hide away from that. We know where we're on the table. I knew what the situation was when I walked through the door. I certainly know what the situation is now, and I'm not going to hide away from that. We're broad shoulders. I'm here to do a job. I'm here to succeed, and I know I will, and I know we will together. So I'm repeating myself. You know, it's going to be no doom and gloom. Nothing's decided in October, but we're certainly aware of the reality of the situation. We're not burying our head in the sand. We know where we are. We know the situation. Like I say, I knew that when I walked through the door, and I know that moving forward, but nothing's changed in my mind about how we're going to move this place forward and how we're going to succeed.
Another honest interview from Matt there, and he'll be doing everything he can to get the result against Crawley this evening. So let's get right behind him and the lads from the off and throughout the game, and hopefully we'll all be celebrating 3 points come 10 p.m. this evening. Bit more motivation on the way now, and we've got the highlights from our brilliant win over Crawley, our 3-1 victory at the JobServe Community Stadium from back in 2018. Some brilliant goals there from Sammy Schmodix, Frank Nublet and Luke Norris. And let's hope we see a repeat of that result this evening. Right, that's about it from us here. It's almost time to go out and take your seats and cheer on the lads. Remember to check out the website and the socials for all the latest team news and to grab a programme on your way out to your seat. Enjoy the game. I'll be back tomorrow night with all the midweek news and hopefully we're talking about 3 points for Colchester United. Till then, it's goodbye for now.